All right, y'all. So I really wanted to talk about this because I seen this going around Twitter, Instagram, and all platforms. And I love Candace Owens. Guys, I know a lot of you guys don't care for her. This is not the time to bring up all the things you don't like about her. Not the time. Stay on topic, babes. But she said pornography should be banned. It is a psychological weapon to weaken our men. I personally agree. I think that pornography should be banned. I think that sex work should be banned. I think that OF and all the things that have to do with promiscuity should be banned. Because not only if you take away pornography but leave up OF, men are going to go straight to OF. It's going to be the same fucking thing. Take it all away. All of it. And then we have women like Cardi B saying how it actually should teach men how to please a woman. Girl, what are you talking about? Let's be real here. We've all looked at pornography. So you mean to tell me when you go into the section of teens, that's teaching a man something? We're going into stepmom, stepfather, that's teaching men something? We're going into BDSM, that's teaching men something? No, it's not. You know what it's teaching men? To be sicker and sicker, because you know what happens? When you're watching pornography, you don't understand the side effects and what it causes to a man. Anxiety, depression, and literally it makes men look at women differently. There's scientific proof and stats to prove this. You can Google that. Another thing that you don't understand, as a man is sitting here getting off on corn, he is practicing voyeurism, watching other people, not realizing that's what he's getting off on. Do you know how many men go back to their homes and struggle with getting it up? Do you know how many men struggle with going back to their home and being fulfilled in the bedroom? Do you know how many men can't even bust a nizzle? Yeah, can't even creamery because they've watched so much corn. Do you know what happens when you get your mind to like sick and sicker things? When you have normal sex with your partner, it's not as fulfilling. But can I shed my opinion on this? Everything else I stated before this is a fact, but I'll state my opinion on what I think. Now, I want to share my opinion because this is how I view it. I get it that there's couples that watch it together. I get it that every couple's different, and some people it doesn't, taint the relationship. But a lot of people are struggling with pornography and having men who have a pornography addiction. I've even had people come to me and ask me for help to deal with this. If you don't know, I counsel people. So with that being said, I personally feel like this. If you're going to get with a man, correct? Men have testosterone. Men have high libidos. That means they want to do it. If you're going to be a woman and be with that guy, I understand men have to practice temptation. I understand men have to practice controlling that. But why are you ladies with men and you guys sleep with men once a month? You see what I'm saying? And here's another thing. Men are visual creatures. This is just my opinion. Don't crucify me. Y'all love dates, right? Y'all love to be taken out. You love to be courted, all that good stuff. Why don't you guys send your men freaky pictures? Freaky little things. I'm not saying everything has to be lustful. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm also not saying everything should be nasty in a relationship. But your man has needs just as well as you do. And I have encountered men who have told me that their wife has not slept with them. And instead of cheating, they would watch porn. Not excusing the behavior whatsoever, but what happens when your man is deprived from something he needs? So like I said, I think there's a deep-rooted issue. There's men out here who watch porn and they're so anxietied out, they don't even go and meet real women in real life because that's all they're doing is watching porn. Then you have men in full-blown relationships watching porn 24/7. And like I said, why don't you as a couple talk to your man and stuff like that and figure out what he likes, what gets him going in the bedroom, what makes him happy, things that make him tick. I don't see the point of being in a relationship with something that isn't fulfilling. Now, I understand some men have wild ass kinks and want to explore certain things. That's why I say pornography to me is bad, because if you've never watched porn, your mind would never want you to have a girl swinging from the fucking ceiling. You got that from porn to begin with. Let's be real here. A lot of your guys' fetishes come from porn or come from childhood trauma. But that's besides the point. So me personally, y'all, I think they should take it out completely. But I also feel like there's a little void as well in relationships, And I was just talking about this on my live. And one of the women was saying like, oh, men are nasty, men are lustful, this and that. But there's things we do that men don't understand, and there's things men do that we don't understand. We will never understand how high a man's sex drive is. We will never understand how hard it is for a man to control temptation. And if you sit down and talk with the man without getting butthurt and sensitive, they will tell you. That's why I know this stuff. But I'm telling you now, scolding them and being mean to them and treating them like shit, making fun of them, shaming them, bashing them, you're not going to help. You're going to push them more into doing that. Figure out why your partner wants to watch porn. Figure out what the issue is and why they're watching it so much. And when your partner comes to you and says, babe, we haven't fucked in 6 months, there's your answer. And there are some men who their partners still do stuff with them and they still watch porn. That's how you know it's a problem. And just so you guys know this, there are therapists that specialize in people with porn addictions. Just like I tell you, there's a therapist that specializes in mental health, spirituality, all that. Find you a therapist who's going to help you if you are a person who needs to watch it. Like I said, y'all, I don't think that people should be watching it, especially because, like I said, look at what happened to the society. The moment corn, OF, and all that stuff started getting involved, it seemed like men and women just got a lot worse. And I'm not going to sit here and only blame it on men, because who's the one making the corn? Who's the one in the film? Women. So you guys are just as bad. Yeah, and women watch it too. So if you have a corn addiction as well, this goes for you. Please apply this to both genders. But like I said, I personally feel like corn should be taken away. And I think that will help you guys as a couple practice things on your own. Like Cardi B was saying, oh, corn's supposed to teach you stuff. No, it's not, Cardi. What you're supposed to do when you meet your man is you guys figure things out. You find out what your man likes. And then you guys try things in the bedroom when you're comfortable, with consent, safe words. And then that's how you guys figure out what you like together. Corn is not supposed to teach a man how to do things. It really doesn't, because if that was the case, men would be pros, and that's not the case. So saying stuff like that to me is just pure stupidity. And me personally, why would we want more and more women sexualizing themselves just for corn? That makes no sense, y'all. I really feel like if they took that away, partners would actually be more in tune with each other. Like I said, to me, sex is sacred. Sex is that's where the soul ties and all that come in. That's you and your partner's soul meeting one. And if you guys are in the bedroom and it's not fulfilling and one of you guys doesn't feel satisfied, communicate that. And if it doesn't work, guess what? You're not compatible in the bedroom. And another thing too, ladies, when you get with these men and vice versa, stop talking up a big game. A lot of you guys like to act as if you guys, I do this, I fuck, I throw it back. And a lot of you guys as women, your libido super low. You know what I mean? So be really honest when you're getting with these men as well. So if you meet a man with a high sex drive and your drive is not as high, 9 times out of 10, you guys are not going to be compatible. And like I said, you can weed this out by asking questions and being honest. And men will tell you. If you ask a guy, hey, do you watch porn? 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you if they do. Men don't. At least the men I've been around have never lied about that stuff. But like I said, this is just an opinion. If you don't like it, let it fly. But I personally think OF and corn and all that stuff needs to be taken out. And I also think that women and men both need to be in tune with one another. Like I said, women want all these perks and all these gifts and, oh, court me and this and that. But you can't even please your fucking man. Like I said, y'all. I know that there's some men out here who watch too much corn. It's not what I'm saying, but a lot of you guys need to look at the big picture. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think about that. Put your thoughts down in the comments below, because, yeah, I know people are going to women are going to get upset at that. But have a good day.